What a first half for the Toronto Raptors in this one. A very shaky third quarter, but they kind of stabilize it in the fourth as the Raptors come away with the win. 130-110 over the Utah Jazz at Scotiabank Arena and remain perfect on home court. Now 9-0 are the Raptors and a total of 15-4 on the season. As I said, an incredible first half, a record-breaking first half. 77 points scored at the end of one half of play. That is the record. The record I think was 75 this past I think it was on the road trip against New Orleans, and it might have been at home against New Orleans. Either way, the Raptors had not only a 77-point scoring first half. The Raptors only gave up 37. They were up by 40 at halftime. Let's get to this quarter by quarter here. First quarter, Raptors, it was a little bit of a shaky start, but once Raptors got into double-digit scoring, they just fly. Raptors win the first quarter 37-20. The defense, incredible. The offense, free-flowing and making shots. And a big key, Marc Gasol with an impact to start the ball game. I think he had what? He had 11 in the game. I think he probably had 8 in the first quarter. A really good job by Marc Gasol making shots and also distributing as he usually does. And the Raptors offense just cruises in that first quarter. And you don't expect it to get better than 37 in the second quarter, right? The Raptors score 40 in the second quarter, only allow 17. And like I said, have a 77-37 lead after 2 quarters of play. Incredible. The problem now is you cannot sit back because they will come back at you. And that is exactly what Utah did. The Raptors came out sluggish, came out slow. Utah did not. They had a plan to come out and pummel the Raptors in that third quarter, and they did just that. 49 points given up by the Raptors in the third quarter alone. They scored 30, but you were minus 19 in that quarter, and still, things were a little shaky going into that. Obviously, up 40. You're only up by 21 now going into the fourth. But at one point, it was a 16-point game in the third. You got to find a way to clean that up. But, it's so difficult when you're up by that much to keep that kind of focus. They were able to re-grab that, though, later in the third quarter. And then, obviously, through the fourth quarter, Raptors only lost the fourth quarter by 24-23 and won by 20, 130-110. Now, Pascal Siakam had 26 points in the half. We talked last game about Pascal shooting the worst game we've seen this year of Pascal. Not to knock the guy. Everyone's going to have an off night shooting. And his off night was in the last one. But you know what Pascal did in the last game? He had the team's most rebounds. He had the team's most assists. He did other things to help the team win. And today, boy, was he the scorer. Like I said, 26 points at the half. Pascal finishes with 35. Big night for P skills and the team overall shooting-wise. Like I said, 130 given up against a Utah team who defense. I'm going to go to their stats right here. What's their defensive? Their defensive rating is tied for 5th in the NBA of giving up 103.4 points a game. The Raptors scored 130 against them. Do you see right there of what this Raptor team showed? Incredible job. Now, let's get to the second half. Obviously, the defense didn't really do too well. They didn't really chase out guys. They didn't really contest. They were allowing, Donovan Mitchell to drive. The problem with that is he's not shooting the ball at that point. And the Raptors want that. Because Donovan Mitchell is their guy. And what we have learned with this Toronto Raptors basketball team is when there's a good player on the floor, they glue to him. We've seen them contain LeBron. You saw them contain Lillard. You saw them contain Kawhi Leonard in LA. You saw them absolutely shut down Joel Embiid. And Donovan Mitchell, he had 16 points today, 1 rebound, and only 4 assists. The guy averages 5 assists, which he had 4 today. He averages 5 rebounds. He got 1. He averages 4 assists. He got 4, or 3.7. He averages 25 a game. And he shoots 44% and 38% from the Raptors hold him to 6 of 16 from the field, which, do the math, is 37%. That is insanely good. the Raptors once again find one of the big names on that team, and they contain him. They hold Gobert to only 12 points and 11 rebounds. They don't allow him to take over a game on the glass. It was rough, but they were able to contain him down the stretch. And what a great job by the Raptors. Listen to these offensive numbers. Now, they kind of stayed packed the entire game, all right? 52% from the field. That's awesome. You hold Utah to only 42% from the field. That's great. You shoot 53% from three. 53. 19 for 36. Once again, the best three-point shooting team in basketball. In their last game, didn't shoot very well. And they came out today and shot the lights out. It just shows how good this team is. That one rough game has not rattled them. It is impressive. It is insanely nice. And to see this team go out there today and do what they did, it was remarkable to watch offensively. They hold Utah to 37%, but they still knocked down 13 threes. I would say abundance of those were in that third quarter. Raptors shoot 81% from the line, 17 to 21, much better than the last game. And you hold Utah to 72%, 21 for 29. Quite a few of those misses are probably Rudy Gobert. And rebounding, you knew this was going to be an issue coming in. I mean, you just had a feeling with the guys that they have on the glass, you knew it was going to be a problem, especially with Gobert and the way he plays. Raptors lost the rebound category by 8, 51-43, and the offensive glass 15-7. So, again, a lot of those numbers are probably skewed over that third quarter. The Raptors allowed almost 50 in that third quarter. That is not good at all. Now, assists, the Raptors were moving the ball like crazy, especially in that first half. The ball was humming. They were looking great. They were knocking down shots. Raptors get 36 assists. I mean, that is a stupid number. 36 is great. 14 steals to their 5. 8 blocks to their 3. Raptors make them turn the ball over 18 times. They make us turn the ball over 14 times. And Raptors win the points off turnovers category by 21-18. Point to the paint, dead even, 46 apiece. Second chance points. Again, they had the offensive glass, and they made us pay for it, 21-7 on the glass. And, fast break points, Raptors always win that category. They did again today, 21-15. So, what are we taking away from a game like this? Well, you know what? We're continuing to be impressed with these guys night in, night out. I asked you guys in the last video, I'm like, okay, the question I have for you is this team more fun to watch than last year? And the abundance, and I don't think I saw one comment that said last year was more fun, regular season-wise. And I agree 100%. How can you not watch this team today and not be more entertained than last season? Yeah, Kawhi was here and whatnot, but watching these guys play, it's so much more fun. Because listen to this. The Raptors had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in double figures. 8! I mean, they had Pascal with 35. OG had 10. Gasol with 11. Freddie had 21. Powell had 15. Rondae had 10. Terrence Davis and Ibaka, great to see Serge back. They each had 13 apiece. That right there is where the Raptors can kill you night in, night out. One guy can take over. Why did the Raptors win the last game against Orlando? Norman Powell was a freak. Pascal wasn't great. Freddie was shooting rough percentage. Everybody else was shooting tough. But Norman Powell was electric. And it led to a victory. Today, it was a collective effort along with Pascal and Fred VanVleet doing what they do. Pascal, like I said, 35, 5 and 5. Last game he shot 4 of 22, 14 for 22 today. 2 of 2 from the line, 5 of 9 from 3. Couple steals in the ball game for Pascal, plus 18 on the floor. What a great job by him. OG Anunoby, 10 points, 5 boards, couple assists on 3 of 5 shooting, 4 of 7 from the line. Missed the 1-3, but he had 4 steals and a block. Did OG Anunoby, plus 19 on the floor. OG, what we've learned from him, at least this season, is that his defense is lights out, and when he wants to take shots, he can make them. OG's been great shooting the ball. He just has to shoot more. But the thing is, when you have all these other guys shooting as many as they are, it's hard to get the ball to guys like OG. So it's a really good thing to see. Like I said, Marc Gasol started the game amazing. I wouldn't say he made a lot of shots late in the ball game, but 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Had a couple blocks, did Gasol, plus 15 on the floor against his old buddy and former teammate, Mike Conley. on the Utah Jazz. And Conley was fantastic. He had 20 in the game on shot 7 of 13. He was great. I really liked his game in this one. And people were always talking about him for Kyle Lowry. I think we're all taking that back now. All right, Fred VanVleet, like I said, just balling every night. This guy's a freak. 21 points, 5 boards, 11 assists on 6 of 10 shooting, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 of 7 from 3. Had a steal in the ball game, did Freddie, plus 19 while he was on the floor. What a job by Fred VanVleet today. And Norman Powell, the guy continues to impress. I mean, he's really showing over the last little while what he's really capable of. Kind of when Kyle Lowry went down. You know, Norman Powell's really showed what he can do. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Shot 6 of 13, 1 of 1 from the line, 2 of 5 from 3. Had 4 steals in the ball game, did Norm Powell. Plus 5 when he was on the floor. And Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, this guy just straight up works. You know, the bench mob today, 3 guys in double figures. Rondé with 10, Terrence Davis and Ibaka with 13. But Rondé had, I love the nickname for Rondé, guys. Rondé Hustle Jefferson. And you know what? It makes sense. The guy balls. He hustles. He grinds. I mean, and he's got some little moves. You saw in that little and one that he had. The little shimmy he had. I love Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, the way that guy plays the game. 10 points, 6 rebounds, a couple assists on 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line. Had a steal and 2 blocks. Did Rondé. And no turnovers and a couple fouls. So a really good night for him. Plus 11 on the floor. Great job there by Rondé. Terrence Davis. I mean, is there anything I can't say about this kid? 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Only in 23 minutes. Shot 5 of 7. 2 of 3 from 3. 1 of 2 from the line. What a job by TD2. Plus 12 while he was on the floor. And the man himself, Mafuzi's chef. He only played 21 minutes. Got to keep those minutes low. He just came back from that ankle injury. So they're taking a little time with Serge Ibaka. And he really struggled to start the game. He was 0 of 5 to start. But he really came on near the end. Kind of that second half, he really started to put things together. Ended the game with a pretty solid line. 13, in 21 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists on 5 of 13 shooting. Obviously, but again, 0 of 5 to start, so you can kind of go off of that. After that, so he was, 5 of 8 after that? So he really came on near the end. Great job by Serge. 2 of 5 from 3 for the big fella. 1 of 1 from the line. Had a steal in the ball game. Plus 7 while he was on the floor was Serge. Everybody contributed to this victory. Everybody. I mean, I can go through this and I can go, okay, this guy did this to help this team. This guy did this to help. I'd be sitting here for an hour. We don't have that time. Now, for Serge Ibaka, for guys like, with Serge Ibaka coming back, obviously the minutes are going to diminish a little bit for Chris Boucher. And I don't like that it's diminishing for Boucher, but it's just the numbers game. You can't get everybody into the ball game like this. You want to. You want to get Chris Boucher into the game, but where are you going to put him? He can't put him over Ibaka. That guy knows what to do. That guy is a winner. He's an NBA champion. He has been there. Technically Boucher is as well, but you guys know what I mean. Boucher's impressed me like crazy. He looks fantastic. Would I be imposed with at one point in time if Ibaka's struggling, firing Boucher for the rest of the game? So be it. Why did they, in the playoffs, why was Danny Green taken out so fast in those playoffs? Because Fred VanVleet was balling, and you saw what happened. Took off. With Serge Ibaka, if he's having a rough night, if he's having a tough time defensively, if he just looks really shaky out there, Boucher's the guy to go. And I think you might see them flip-flop here and there. I don't know. It's going to be a really interesting situation to see what Nick Nurse kind of has in store for those guys. I don't know what he's going to end up doing, but I really want to see what he's got in store. This Raptor team is unbelievable. 15-4 on the year. They've won now 7 straight games. Like we said, they start this really tough stretch tonight, and they get the job done. Speaking of today, first off, if you guys are still watching the video, you guys are incredible. I just want to say thank you. I'm going to make a video on it, but I just want to say thank you in this video for 5,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd hit this margin. I mean, there was a goal to hit it, but I'm like, it's not really that realistic. And then things started to happen, and you guys started to happen, and here we are. As of today, we've hit 5,000 subscribers. Again, I'll probably end up doing a video maybe tomorrow or something for you guys about that, and maybe with a couple updates. I don't know, maybe a couple things I have in the works that I want you guys to hear about and to get your opinions on, but I'll let you guys know. I'm not going to give anything away. I'll let you guys know when I do that 5,000 subscriber video. Probably tomorrow, maybe, probably not Tuesday. There's 2 games on Tuesday, so hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping it doesn't get dragged out too long, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up now. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys have done for me, and 5,000 of you, it is crazy. But we're still going. We're still grinding, and I thank you guys for the support. I hope you guys stay with me this entire time because it is a lot of fun, especially now watching this Raptor team. It is remarkable to watch. All right, now the next game for the Raptors, as we've talked about, they're in this crazy stretch they're on. Their next game is on Tuesday. So like I said, there were 2 games on Tuesday. This is obviously one of them. The Leafs play as well. But the Raptors are at home, once again, taking on the Miami Heat at Scotiabank Arena. It's a 7:30 tip-off there as Raptors welcome in Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. The first time Jimmy Butler's been here since the shot happened. Now, Miami, a very different team than we've been used to seeing, guys. A team that, you know, Jimmy Butler's averaging almost 7 assists a ball game. You see that? You know why? Because he has other players that can shoot the ball. They have a lot of great players. So if you're looking at them, you're looking at the Raptors like, okay, this could be quite an interesting matchup because there's not one guy to shut down on the Miami Heat. You got to kind of try and contain the entire squad. Now, the Raptors are perfect at home. They're 9-0 at home. If you look at Miami's record, they're 6-5 on the road, which isn't terrible. Raptors are 6-4. But this is the Eastern Conference team that you're probably going to have to battle with for the entire season. So this is the first time you're playing them. You find a way to win on home court. Win 8 straight games? I think it would be at that point. I mean, you really want to feel that kind of stuff. You really hold on. Have they won 9 straight now? I think it's still 7 or 8 straight. I think it's still 7 straight. You guys can let me know in the comments. They're just winning all the time now. It just feels like. But it's going to be a very, very fun ball game. Do not expect it to be like today's game. Obviously, Utah's a really good team. They just had an off night, and the Raptors were on fire tonight. And that's the way it happens sometimes. Raptors took care of business. They did a really good job. Now you got to take on Miami. That's where the next focus goes. All right? So, guys, you know what? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed this game there this evening, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Who is your MVP in today's ball game? What'd you give it to Fred VanVleet, who had a double-double? Because he was fantastic. 21 and 11. Great stuff. What'd you give it to Pascal with 35, 26 at the half? I think he's my guy. Going from scoring 10 the previous night to getting 26 in the first half and 35 in the game, he's my MVP as Pascal Siakam. If you have any other comments, let me know in the comments below. Again, if you give it to Freddie, I would not be opposed as well. All right? Anything else you want to talk about in the comments below, please go do so. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me DM, guys, do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys at Leafs Edition, like I said, on Tuesday as well as Raptors. But on Tuesday, the Leafs are, where are we here? The Leafs are in Philly, taking the Flyers. Frederik Andersen, Carter Hart are the expected goaltenders in that game on Tuesday. 7 o'clock puck drop there at Wells Fargo Center. The Leafs look for 2 straight victories. And as for our Toronto Raptors, as we talked about, their next game is on Tuesday as well. At 7:30, the Raptors welcome the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat to Scotiabank Arena. The Raptors looking for win number 8 in a row. They look to take down a really good team in the Eastern Conference and continue to show the NBA what they're all about. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.